Ever wonder who makes the furniture you're lounging on right now? I'm talking about, like, the intricate carvings on that antique chair
Right.
or the sleek lines of your modern coffee table.
Yeah, yeah.
We're about to take a deep dive into the world of wooden furniture machine operators.
Okay.
And trust me, it's way more high-tech than you might think.
You're absolutely right.
We're-
It's not just about sawdust and hand planes anymore.
Wow.
These skilled professionals are practically digital craftspeople.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So, no more picturing a quaint little workshop.
Not quite.
Okay.
We're talking about high-tech manufacturing environments, advanced machinery, and even robotics.
Wow. Okay, so what does a wooden furniture machine operator actually do in this high-tech world?
Think of them as the maestros of the furniture factory,
Okay.
orchestrating a symphony of machines that turn raw lumber into the pieces we use every day.
Wow.
According to the RoleCatcher guide we're diving into, these operators are responsible for everything from setting up and operating those sophisticated machines to troubleshooting any issues that arise.
Sounds like they need a solid mix of technical know-how and problem-solving skills.
Absolutely.
What would you say are the biggest perks of this career path?
Well, for one, job security is a huge advantage.
Okay.
The RoleCatcher research actually highlights that experienced operators can earn upwards of $60,000 a year.
Wow.
Which is quite impressive.
Yeah.
And with the furniture industry constantly evolving and embracing new technologies,
Right.
the demand for these skilled professionals is only going to increase.
So you're telling me this is a career with staying power?
Absolutely.
I'm starting to understand why someone would choose this path.
Yeah.
But what about those who crave little variety? Is there room for specialization within the field?
Absolutely. And that's what makes this career path so fascinating.
Okay.
You can become a true specialist in a specific area that speaks to your strengths and interests. The guide breaks it down into a few key areas. For instance, there's building and construction, where you'd be focused on understanding the structural elements of furniture and how different materials behave.
So a deep understanding of both design and engineering principles comes into play there.
Precisely. Then you have production and processing, which is all about the nuts and bolts of the manufacturing process.
Okay.
Think of it as ensuring a smooth and efficient flow from raw materials to finished products. And for those with a passion for innovation, there's the engineering and technology specialization.
Now that sounds like my kind of niche.
Yeah.
What does that involve?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
We're talking about working with cutting-edge machinery, even robotics.
Wow.
Imagine a robotic arm carving intricate details
Right.
with a precision no human hand could match.
Yeah.
That's the kind of technology these specialists work with.
Wow.
They might even be involved in programming those robots and optimizing production lines for maximum efficiency.
Wow. That's a far cry from the image of a dusty old woodshop.
I know, right?
It sounds like this specialization requires a deep understanding of both woodworking and advanced technology.
Exactly. And the learning never really stops.
Right.
As technology evolves, so too do the skills required of a wooden furniture machine operator,
Right.
especially those in the engineering and technology specialization.
So you're saying this isn't just a job, it's a career path with constant learning and growth.
Absolutely. But even with all this high-tech equipment, the RoleCatcher guide stresses the importance of human expertise.
That makes sense. You can't replace the human eye for detail or the artisan's touch.
Exactly. And that's why they highlight the significance of hands-on experience, like apprenticeships or internships.
Right.
It's about combining traditional craftsmanship with modern technology.
So it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how does RoleCatcher fit into all of this?
I know they offer more than just career guides.
They do.
Okay.
They actually have some pretty amazing tools to help you navigate your career journey.
Okay.
From finding job openings to acing that interview.
Wow.
They even offer AI-powered features that analyze your resume
Really?
and suggest improvements, almost like having a personal career coach in your pocket.
That's incredible. So they're not just telling you what to do, they're giving you the tools to make it happen.
Exactly. Yeah. But even with all these resources, the human element is still crucial.
Okay.
The guide emphasizes the importance of networking, connecting with other professionals, and staying updated on industry trends.
It's all about building relationships and learning from the best.
Precisely. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about the high-tech aspects of this career.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about safety.
That's right. Safety always comes first.
Absolutely.
What kind of safety measures are we talking about in a modern furniture factory? Well, the guide mentions the use of protective gear,
Okay.
like safety glasses, earplugs, and sometimes even respirators, depending on the materials and machinery involved.
Right.
They also stress the importance of following strict safety protocols to minimize the risk of accidents.
So it's a fast-paced environment, but with safety as a top priority.
Right.
That makes me feel better.
Good.
Now, for someone who's completely new to this field,
Yeah.
what does the path to becoming a wooden furniture machine operator look like?
Well, the guide suggests that a high school diploma or equivalent is typically the minimum requirement.
Okay.
From there, it's often a combination of on-the-job training and vocational courses that can teach you the specifics of operating different machines and working with various wood types.
It sounds like a career that values practical skills and experience just as much as formal education.
Absolutely. And as you gain experience, you can climb the career ladder, taking on more responsibility and potentially even leading a team of operators.
So there's definitely room for advancement in this field.
Oh, yeah.
But let's go back to those specializations for a moment. You mentioned building and construction, production and processing, and, of course, the exciting world of engineering and technology.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the specific skills needed for each of these paths? Okay, let's break down those specialization skills.
Okay.
What kind of person thrives in each area?
Well, someone drawn to building and construction probably enjoys the puzzle of structural integrity. They're thinking about how the pieces fit together, the load-bearing points, the properties of different wood types for different purposes.
So a bit of an architect's mind, but applied to furniture.
Exactly. Whereas in production and processing, you're all about efficiency and flow.
Right.
This person loves optimizing processes, troubleshooting bottlenecks on the line, ensuring the quality remains consistent even when output is high.
They'd be the one to call if the conveyor belt suddenly jams.
You got it.
Okay.
Now, engineering and technology that attracts someone who loves pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They're not just operating machines. They're tinkering, experimenting, maybe even writing code to refine the process further.
I bet they're the first ones to volunteer when a new pizza tech arrives on the factory floor.
100%.
Okay.
And here's what's exciting for anyone considering this career path.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's research emphasizes that this isn't a static field. It's constantly evolving.
So what does the future hold for wooden furniture machine operators?
Oh.
Are we talking flying robots, carving chairs in midair?
Well, I wouldn't rule anything out, really. Think about the advancements we've already seen. 3D printing with wood filament. AI-powered design tools, even sustainable materials that mimic the look and feel of traditional wood.
So even though this is a craft with a long history, it's also on the cutting edge of innovation.
Precisely.
Wow.
And that means the skills needed will continue to evolve. The RoleCatcher Guide stresses the importance of continuous learning, attending industry conferences, even taking online courses to stay ahead of the curve.
So for someone listening who's thinking, hey, this sounds like me, what's the most important thing to remember?
That even in a world increasingly dominated by technology, craftsmanship still matters. Those who can combine their technical skills with creativity, problem solving, and a passion for this ancient craft, they're the ones who will shape the future of furniture.
That's a fantastic takeaway. It's not just about pushing buttons. It's about understanding the materials, respecting the process, and maybe even adding your own unique touch to the pieces you help create.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And who knows? Maybe someday you'll walk into a furniture store, run your hand over a beautifully crafted table, and say, hey, I helped make that happen.
I love that.
It's a reminder that behind every piece of furniture, there's a story, and often a skilled wooden furniture machine operator is a big part of that story.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into the world of wooden furniture machine operators.
Okay.
It's been fascinating to explore this blend of tradition and technology, craftsmanship and innovation. A huge thank you to our expert for guiding us through this world.
Thank you.
And to you, our listener, for joining us on this journey. Remember, the next time you settle into a comfortable chair or admire a beautiful piece of woodwork, take a moment to appreciate the skilled hands and the high-tech minds that made it all possible.